Today we're taking a look at these college basketball matches, which are happening on Friday, January 27, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and make sure to watch it till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Also check out our Patreon if you want access our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link in description and comments section below. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below. Siena Saints vs Iona Gales. A first place showdown takes place when Iona visits Siena in Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference action. Siena, 13-7, 7-2, hold a half-game lead at the top. The Saints are looking to rebound from Sunday's 62-52 home mock loss to Fairfield. McCollum's availability will obviously have an impact, but even if he is in the lineup, Siena has averaged just 64 points in its last 4 games. Iona, despite its strong offensive numbers, has averaged 71.2 points in its last 4, and one of those games went into overtime. The key will be which team controls tempo. Iona likes to play an up-tempo game. The Gales average 14.47 fast break points per game, which is 25th nationally. Siena averages 5.55 fast break points, 328th nationally. Especially if McCollum is out, the Saints' best chance is to play a half-court game, which should be the strategy. Our team pick is under 140 points. If it works, this will keep scoring down. In addition, the under is 5-0 in Iona's last 5 games against a team with a winning straight-up record. Niagara Purple Eagles vs Manhattan Jaspers. The Manhattan Jaspers visit the Gallagher Center in Niagara Falls, New York on Friday for a Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference showdown against the Niagara Purple Eagles. Manhattan dropped to 6-12 overall and 4-5 in mock play following its 67-65 loss to the Rider Broncs. The leading scorer for Manhattan was Josh Roberts with 18 points. The Jaspers shot just 44.2% overall and were out-rebounded by Rider 36-21. Niagara is one of the 10 slowest teams in the nation in pace of play and are not extremely efficient on offense either. Their tempo is ranked 358 and their offensive efficiency is ranked 258. This means they do not get a lot of possessions and are not converting at a high rate on the possessions they get. Niagara has hit the under in their last 2 games. Manhattan is not known as a great offensive team either, their offense is only 309th in the country. Our total pick is under 128.5 points. The Jaspers have gone under the total in 4 of their last 5 games and have only reached 70 points once in the last 6 games. Marist Red Foxes vs Rider Broncs. The Rider Broncs visit McCann Arena in Poughkeepsie, New York on Friday for a Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference clash against the Marist Red Foxes. Rider improved to 9-9 overall and 6-3 mock play following its 67-65 victory over the Manhattan Jaspers. Mervyn James was the leading scorer for Rider with 16 points. Rider out-rebounded Manhattan 36-21 and shot 48.9% overall to just 44.2% for Manhattan. There are a couple of recent trends that align with team averages encouraging the under in this matchup. The under is 7-0 in the Broncos' last 7 games, 5-0 in Broncos' last 5 games following a ATS loss, and the under is 4-0 in the Broncos' last 4 road games. Both teams average and allow about 65 points per game, placing the adjusted spread at about 130 as expected. Neither team is very efficient on the offensive end, with both teams ranking below the top 150 in offensive efficiency, according to KenPom. In addition, both teams rank in the bottom percentile in terms of adjusted tempo, meaning we can expect a slow developing game for the 2 teams. These factors make me confident in taking the under at 130.5. Cleveland State Vikings vs Purdue Fort Wayne Mastodons. Purdue Fort Wayne goes on the road to face Cleveland State in a key Horizon League matchup. The Mastodons have won 2 of their last 3 games as they look to climb the standings. The Vikings have won 4 of their last 5 contests. The tip-off between these 2 teams is slated for 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Both of these teams like to shoot the long ball, and they both average over 70 points per game. The over is the play in this game as the total has crept lower and lower. Our total pick is over 137.5 points. The over is 6-1 in the Vikings' last 7 home games following 3 or more consecutive road games. The over is 10-3 in the Vikings' last 13 home games. Robert Morris Colonials vs Detroit Mercy Titans. The Detroit Mercy Titans, 8-13, go on the road to take on the Robert Morris Colonials, 9-12, on Friday. These teams just played on the 14th where the Titans won 87-75 while covering the -4.5, and the total went over 145.5. For the rematch, the spread is set at Robert Morris -3, while the total is 145.5. The Horizon League action is set to tip off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time at the UPMC Event Center. Funnily enough, the total was also set at 145.5 when they played a couple of weeks ago. They surpassed it by a margin of +16.5. The over has hit in 6 of the Titans' last 7 games and 5 of their last 6 road games. In their last 5 games, these two teams are averaging a combined 151.2 points per game. Our total pick is over 145.5 points. With the threes that I anticipate Detroit Mercy to be raining down, I can easily see this total getting blown over once again. Davidson Wildcats vs St. Louis Billikens. Davidson, 10-10 Sioux, will host St. Louis, 14-6 Sioux, on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. St. Louis has been a strong defensive team this year, and the Billikens are defending at a very high level right now. St. Louis has held 3 of their last 5 opponents to 62 points or less during the team's recent 5-game winning streak. Davidson has been inconsistent all year. The Wildcats have also scored 61 points or less in 3 of their last 7 games. Our pick is under. Davidson is also a slow-tempo team, and the home team usually dictates pace. North Dakota State Bison vs North Dakota Fighting Hawks. Our NBA best bet lost Wednesday when Sacramento fell to Toronto by 18 points as 4-point favorites at home. However, Thursday is another day and our NBA best bet will win tonight and reverse our course. Do not miss your opportunity to win big. Join us today. Looking at the defenses in the last handful of games, both teams are not doing well as the Fighting Hawks are allowing 78.5 points in their last 4 games, while the Bison are giving up 72.6 points in their previous 5 games. Both teams are shooting the 3-ball very well throughout the season, as North Dakota State is 159th in the nation with a 34.1 3-point percentage, while North Dakota is 172nd in college basketball with a 33.8 percentage from beyond the arc. Our total pick is over. All in all, go with the over to hit in this game as it makes a lot of sense. Youngstown State Penguins vs Oakland Golden Grizzlies. Give me the over in this game. Youngstown State has an over-under split this season of 15/4, and they're scoring at will. The Penguins rank inside the top 10 nationally in points per game, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage and free throw percentage. Oakland has an over-under split this season of 11/9. They already gave up 85 points once this season to the Penguins, and this time they have to go to Youngstown. The Golden Grizzlies have averaged 78 points across their past 3 road games. Both teams play at an adjusted tempo inside the top 150 nationally, so there should be plenty of scoring opportunities on Friday. Our total pick is over 155.5 points. More often than not, the teams cash in on those opportunities when Youngstown State is involved. Kent State Golden Flashes vs Buffalo Bulls. The Buffalo Bulls will travel to Kent, Ohio to take on the Golden Flashes of Kent State. Buffalo is coming off a victory against Ball State, where the Bulls were able to score 91 points. The Bulls won in what was a wire-to-wire rout, taking the lead early on and never surrendering it. Curtis Jones led Buffalo in scoring with 27 points. Kent State is coming off a loss to Northern Illinois in a game the Golden Flashes allowed their most points in conference play. Kent State had a slight lead at the half, but gave up 49 in the second. Jalen Sullinger led the team with 17 points off the bench. These teams last squared off in March of 2022, where the Golden Flashes won by 5. As highlighted, TH defense has been the pride of Kent State, and I expect them to be bucked down in this one after allowing the most points in conference play this season. Both of these defenses have been better of late, holding opponents to single-shot possessions, and I think that trend continues here, as it will be a point of emphasis for each defense considering the team outcome when they do win the battle on the glass. Buffalo often finds themselves settling for mid-range shots, and that is just not a hyper-efficient way to generate scoring. Our total pick is over 151.5 points. Kent State's defense will want to again showcase their talent, and they will not allow any easy buckets to the Bull. The play is the under. New Mexico Lobos vs Air Force Falcons. Two teams are squaring off in the Mountain West when number 25 New Mexico hosts the Air Force squad on Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at the Pit. New Mexico is currently 4th in the conference and has won 4 of their last 5 games. Air Force is 7th in the Mountain West, and they are looking to avoid a 3-game losing streak. New Mexico is favored by 11.5 to 12.5 points, and the total is set at 142 to 142.5 points. With New Mexico's pace of play, it is difficult to bet against the over. Therefore, I will lean with my gut and take the over. As good as the Lobos are on offense, they also give up a lot of points. I have faith that New Mexico will earn at least 80 points in the effort, and Air Force will do just enough to reach the over. The Lobos are making nearly 50% of their shots from the floor this season, while Air Force is shooting above 46% from the field. I don't expect the game to be close, but I expect these two teams to narrowly reach the over. Air Force has hit the over in their last 6 in a row following a loss, and New Mexico has hit the over in their last 5 home games in a row versus a team with a losing road record. Take over 142.